It is great to see you again. Thank you so much for
It's
the
great to
time.
be here.
I wonder if you can sort of remind our viewers what this framework is. It's something you've used in the past, really in financial crises, and what it allows companies to draw on should the need arise.
Yes, we have done this before. During the pandemic, member states asked businesses to close their doors, customers to stay at home. Obviously, there was a responsibility to make sure that these businesses could hibernate until coming back in the recovery. Now, with the energy crisis and the war in Ukraine, we see energy prices soar, producing fertilizer, producing a number of things. Things have really gone up. And here, the temporary crisis framework will allow member states to support businesses in need to give at least partly relief from high energy prices.
Is this something that you had held off on implementing until you realized that this price readjustment was going to be something that would not be short term?
No, we have been preparing this for quite some time. Of course, late autumn, no one could foresee that this would be a more permanent feature. But once we had the invasion by the Russians in Ukraine and the war starting there, obviously the high prices will remain for us for much longer.
What is the thinking then about the ability of Europe as a whole to wean themselves from Russian supply? A lot of critics in this country believe that the pendulum just swung too far for a variety of reasons, and that some of these goals of reducing reliance, say in a year, are still too aspirational.
Well, we discussed this intensively because obviously it's a vulnerability to be dependent on Russian fossil fuel. We don't have the luxury of being self-sufficient in energy. So we're accelerating with an unforeseen pace, diversifying the gas supply, but also accelerating the implementation of energy efficiency measures and the rollout of renewable energy sources in order to meet very, very ambitious targets to get out of the dependency.
It's Morgan. Do we yet know how much Europe could be impacted by these sanctions that have been implemented so far?
No, that cannot be set yet. Europe was on a track for, on average, 4% growth. Then the kick-in of the energy crisis would give or take half a percentage of those 4%. But remains to be seen how the war will impact us. It is, of course, both a risk of counter-sanctions from the Russian side, but also what comes from the fact that Ukraine cannot export to us to the same degree as they did before, not only to Europe, but also to a number of other neighboring countries. And for them, there may be also risk when it comes to food security. In Europe itself, it's more a question about the affordability of food.